Well, hi. So, have you found that now that you've hit midlife, are you starting to experience migraine headaches? Maybe this is something you never had before in your life, and now all of a sudden, maybe right around the time that you're getting your period, you're getting a migraine, or maybe you're getting them a few times during the month, and you're just not quite sure what has happened or changed that all of a sudden these migraines are really starting to become a little bit more routine in your life. Hi, I'm Sherry, and I work with smart and independent midlife women just like you. And using holistic methods, I help you get comfortable in your skin again, regain your energy, your confidence, and your joy for life. Because I want you to go out there and rock this world. I want you to go out there and age powerfully and gracefully. Now, today I wanted to talk about midlife migraines. So, this is something for me that I dealt with for years, and I'm telling you, it came at me like an unexpected left hook. I didn't see it coming, I didn't know why it was happening, and it just at times became a little bit debilitating. So if you're experiencing this, first of all, I am so sorry because I know how painful it can be. But first I wanted to at least explain what is a migraine. So the technical definition is that it's a moderate or severe headache. Now, I don't know about you, but when I had migraines, there was nothing moderate about it. Like severe was like being kind in describing what a migraine was for me. But that is the description that that they basically, start off as, the definition of a migraine headache. But again, it's a throbbing headache. It's usually on one side of your head. For me, it wasn't consistently on one side or the other, but almost always it was like right behind my eye, where I literally felt like my eye was going to pop out of my head. And at times I think I would feel better if my eye actually popped out of my head. It was that bad. And some people, when they are getting migraines, they'll experience nausea, they'll experience vomiting, they can experience dizziness and vertigo. Some people get auras that they can see. That's something I never experienced. And they can last anywhere from a few hours to like 72 hours. I was the 72 hour. And believe me, by day 3, I was in tears because the pain had just gotten so bad. So for me, I did not get these migraines until I was in my 40s. So how hormonally are migraines linked with midlife and that time in our life where, our hormones are starting to fluctuate a little bit? So women are actually 2 to 3 times more likely than men to experience migraines. And it's kind of the usual suspects. It's the fluctuating hormones. It's, the estrogen that's doing its, peaks and valleys, dips and dives. And when our estrogen is fluctuating, that is what can trigger a migraine. And this is why sometimes you might be experiencing a migraine right at the time that you're getting your period, because that is usually when, again, there's fluctuation in your hormones. And if your estrogen starts to dip, it can definitely trigger a migraine. So now what can you do about it? I know for me personally, I'm just speaking from my own personal experience. When I went to my gynecologist and I spoke with her about this, she actually told me, she said, well, those are menstrual migraines. And she's like, there's really no like medicine that I can give you, which was devastating for me because I knew I was now consistently experiencing these on a monthly basis, and I knew it was wiping me out for 3 days easily. And so again, I'm not a doctor. I don't understand her full reasoning for why she didn't want to give me any sort of prescription for the migraine, but I loved her. I trusted her. She's retired now, so that's why I'm speaking of her in the past tense. And I basically just sort of sucked it up and tried to live through it the best I could. But there are some things that if you either cannot take prescription medicine or don't want to take prescription medicine, there are some things that can at least help you cope through the migraine to the best of your ability. The first thing is really to live a healthy lifestyle. So what does that really mean? First of all, get regular exercise. Sleep is huge. Sleep is really one of sort of the key cornerstones in what keeps us healthy. Also staying hydrated, very important. Also limiting your caffeine and your alcohol intake. I think this really probably, aside from the sleep one, I think the alcohol and the caffeine may, at least for me, have been one of my huge triggers, which I didn't realize until after the fact. The next thing is to maintain a healthy body weight. Now, you've got all of those things, but then there's one other thing. I don't want to go too much in depth on it because I'm not a doctor, but it's hormone replacement therapy. And this is where you can get prescribed medicine that is estrogen replacement, progesterone replacement, and just getting those hormones back into a happy balance could be enough to kind of, either moderate or eliminate these migraine headaches. So that is something that I highly encourage you to talk to your doctor with. I highly encourage that if you do talk to your doctor, do a little research ahead of time. I am a big fan and proponent of bioidentical hormones. I think I will probably do a video on those in the coming weeks. But I think, at least for what is in our control, that is what I have for you today. Now, if you would like to continue talking with me about your health journey, your health goals, I highly encourage you to go ahead and book a free 45-minute midlife makeover chat with me, and we can talk about your goals. We can talk about any sort of challenges that you're having and see if we're a good fit to work together. So I will go ahead, I will put that link down in the notes, and until next time, peace and love.